You have not stumbled upon this moment by chance. This is a divine intersection in time, a sacred alignment between who you are and who you are ready to remember yourself to be. You are here because something deep within you is stirring, ready to awaken, ready to recall a truth that has always lived inside you. The life you seek is not somewhere distant, is not in some far-off tomorrow, is closer than your next breath. Your dreams, your desires, your visions, they are not fantasies. They are glimpses of what already exists in the realm of your consciousness. Imagination is where it all begins, not as idle play, but as the creative chamber of life itself, is the womb of possibility. When you dare to imagine with conviction, when you see it, feel it, and embody it, you plant the seed of transformation. You cross the threshold from limitation to limitless potential. You may have believed you needed to try harder, wait longer, or push more. But now, you are being called into something far more powerful. You are being invited not to chase, but to allow. Not to become someone new, but to remember who you have always been. This journey is not about fixing yourself. It is about reclaiming yourself. The love, the abundance, the peace, the success, they are not things you earn. They are reflections of a state you choose to live in. Live from the end. Do not hope for change, be the change. Do not wait to feel worthy. Once it arrives, feel worthy now, and it must come. Your current reality is not who you are. It is a mirror of what you once believed. But a new you is already alive in your inner world. Feel it, trust it, align with it. The power is not in words alone. It is in the feeling behind them, the quiet certainty that what you desire is already done. Let yourself feel the ease, the joy, the gratitude of living your dream now. This is not wishful thinking, it is spiritual law. As within, so without. You do not need a sign to believe. Your belief is the sign. So release the effort. Drop the doubt. Forget the need to know how or when. Step fully into the identity of the one who already has it. Speak as them, think as them, move as them, and then receive. Receive with boldness. Receive with peace. Receive like someone who knows the entire universe is shifting to meet them where they have already arrived in spirit. The transformation is already in motion. The path is clear. The doors are open. All that is left is for you to allow. Allow it to move through you. Allow yourself to be changed by it. The miracles unfolding will leave you in awe. Remember, every visible form begins in the invisible. Everything you see outside was once imagined within. When imagination is charged with emotion, it becomes the blueprint the world must follow. Imagination is not passive, it is not pretend. It is a sacred act of creation. The visions you hold, the feelings you embrace, the pictures you marry to your emotions, these are the architects of your future. Facts may say one thing, but imagination, if consistent, transcends every fact. You are not confined by what you see. You are not defined by the evidence around you. That is only the residue of old beliefs. What is real, what is true, is the world you dare to feel before it is visible. Imagination collapses time and circumstance. The moment you consistently feel yourself into a new state, the world reshapes itself to reflect it. This is not fantasy, it is the sacred order of things. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you assume to be true. Assumption is sustained imagination. Every shift, every miracle, every awakening began because someone dared to feel it real. You are not powerless. Your prayers, when born from fear, are not as strong as your quiet, confident knowing. Your power is in your ability to dwell in the end, to embody the emotion of fulfillment now, to water the seed with belief, and wait, not passively but faithfully. Do not dig up your dream with doubt. Do not poison it with fear. Stay loyal to the unseen. When you feel it real, you craft an inner map the subconscious cannot ignore. Circumstances, people, and even time begin to dance to your inner rhythm. Here's the truth. Your imagination is not pretending, is previewing. You are not playing make-believe. You are aligning with a reality that already exists within higher consciousness. You do not need to see it to believe it. Believe it, and you will see it. The external world is fluid, obedient, and shaped by the state you live in most. So today, imagine boldly, feel deeply, see clearly, live inwardly as the one who already has what they desire. Trust your inner world more than the flickering facts around you. You are not separate from the version of yourself you long to become. You're already that. Not someday, now. The moment you accept this, something sacred activates. Your outer life begins to rise in reflection. You do not transform by striving. You transform by embodying. You do not attract love, peace, or success by chasing. You become them. You live them first within, and then the world responds. Your life right now reflects the assumptions you have believed about yourself. Change the assumption, and the world must rearrange. This is not about doing more. It is about being differently, being as though it is already done. So ask yourself, if I were already the person I long to be, how would I think? How would I feel? How would I speak? Would I doubt? Or would I know? Would I question? Or would I move with grace, confidence, and calm certainty? Because the truth is, you are already that. All that is left is to claim it from within. The rest will follow. When you assume the feeling of your desire already fulfilled, you make a bold declaration, not only to your subconscious mind, but to the universe itself. It is done. And what you accept as true, when held with conviction, will inevitably solidify into fact. You do not need physical proof to believe. Your belief is the proof. Your internal state is the cause, and the world around you merely responds as effect. This is not about pretending or self-deception. It is about recognizing a deeper truth, that the state you desire already lives within you. You are not in the process of becoming. You are in the process of remembering what is already true at a higher level of consciousness. There is nothing missing, nothing broken. You are not waiting for anything. You already are. And the moment you fully own that truth, without hesitation, reality begins to shift. Perhaps not instantly. The echo of old beliefs may still linger for a while, but if you remain loyal to your new inner state, the world must eventually align. Live from the end, not toward it. Persist in the feeling. Think, speak, and move as the one who already has already is. Every true transformation begins with an internal decision. The decision to stop reaching and start receiving, to release the identity that's entangled with striving and struggle, and step fully into the identity of I am. Living from a state of the wish fulfilled is not about chasing your desire. It is about embodying it. And when you dwell in that state, persistently, sincerely, nothing from the old story can remain. The mirror must reflect the new image. The world must respond to your new self. You are already who you've longed to be. Now feel it, own it, walk in it. Let the world catch up. The secret to transformation lies here. Stop trying to reach for the goal. Begin to live as if it is already accomplished. This is not metaphor. It is a spiritual principle. When you embody the energy of fulfillment, not hoping, not longing, but feeling it real, the universe begins to conform to your inner command. You do not wait for signs to believe. You believe, and then the signs appear. Imagine your desire already belongs to you. How would you carry yourself? How would you walk, speak, breathe, respond? The former version of you, the one who lacked, who questioned, who doubted, dissolves. And in that space emerges the one who knows, the one who has. This is the art of assumption. You are not wishing, you are identifying. When you live from the end, you are not reacting, you are creating. You're no longer a seeker. You are the embodiment. Desire cannot become reality while you view it as something separate from yourself. It only manifests when you fully occupy the feeling that is already done, that it is here, that you are living it now. To live from the end is to immerse yourself in the knowing, already chosen, already loved, already blessed, already abundant, already healed. The version of you who has it all is not in the future. That version is alive now, waiting for you to wear it. The only separation between you and your desire is the story you are telling yourself about not having it. Change the story, change the state, and the world must change with you. Do not beg for change. Become the change. Release doubt, not because all the details are clear, but because the end is certain. Your job is not to fix circumstances. Your job is to align with the version of you where those circumstances are already resolved. You do not need to struggle with lack. Step into abundance. Do not chase after love. Be the one who is already loved. Do not pursue success. Assume the stance of one who has already succeeded. Speak from that end. Act from that end. Feel from that end. Let gratitude rise, not for what is on its way, but for what already is. Gratitude is not a performance. It is the vibration of completion. This is not about faking or forcing. It is about activating what is already true. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between real and imagined. It only responds to feeling. So when you saturate your inner world with the emotion of fulfillment, the outer world reorganizes to mirror that state. This is why persistence matters, not in effort, but in alignment. Do not just visit the end. Dwell there. Let it become your default setting. Let it influence your tone, your posture, your expectations. And when you forget, as you might, return. When doubt whispers, do not fight it. Just re-enter the feeling of it already being done. Living from the end is not arrogance. It is divine agreement. It is the surrender of resistance and the embrace of peace. You are not manipulating reality. You are allowing it to emerge from your sustained internal conviction. There is nothing to earn, nothing to chase. The moment you claim it inwardly, it is yours. So walk differently today. Speak differently. Expect differently. Not because you are pretending, but because you have chosen to dwell in the one place that guarantees transformation, the end. The wish is fulfilled. Now let your life echo that truth. It is not your affirmations, your rituals, or even your intentions that create your world. It is the feeling you consistently embody. Feeling is the invisible force that animates creation. It is the silent language of manifestation. Thoughts may initiate the process, but thought alone is like a spark without fuel. Feeling gives that spark its fire, its direction, and its power. Every emotion you consistently embody is a command to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious always obeys. You can affirm, "I am wealthy" 1,000 times, but if your feeling is anxiety or lack, it is that emotional signature that shapes your reality. You do not manifest what you say. You manifest what you feel to be true. This is the real art of creation. Not in controlling the external world, but in shifting the inner one until the feeling becomes natural, until it becomes home. From that inner place, everything flows. Emotions are not just reactions. They are instructions. When you feel scarcity, you amplify it. When you feel abundance, you multiply it. The universe does not respond to your circumstances. It responds to your inner climate. Your feelings are magnetic. They organize the people, events, and circumstances that match their frequency. This is why positive thinking is not enough. You must feel alignment. You must feel as though your desire is already fulfilled. The subconscious, which governs most of your life, does not question or rationalize. It accepts what you feel consistently. Your dominant emotion becomes its instruction, and from that instruction, your reality is born. So ask yourself, what emotion am I living in most of the time? If it is worry, the world will echo worry. If it is lack, you will encounter lack. But if it is peace, confidence, and joy, those states will begin to define your experience. Feeling is the language of creation. When you generate the internal sensation of love, health, wealth, or peace, you are not imagining, you are planting. And whatever is planted in consciousness, when nourished by belief and repetition, must grow. This is why emotional discipline is essential, not through force, but through gentle awareness. Notice when your energy drifts into doubt and guide it home. Use your imagination to rehearse your success. Let gratitude flood your being, as if it is already done, because it is. You do not need to feel perfect all the time, but make the feeling of fulfillment your home. Visit it daily. Sit with it. Embrace it as often and as deeply as you can. This is not about effort. It is about alignment. Do not wait for your circumstances to shift before you allow yourself to feel better. Feel better now, and your circumstances will follow. Feelings are not secondary. They are the first cause. They are the blueprint, the signal you send out. Reality simply mirrors them back. When you master your emotional state, you master your life. You become the sculptor, the visionary, not by forcing change, but by embodying it. Let go of striving. Let go of chasing. Instead, tune into feeling. Feel the truth of your desire. Feel the joy of already having it. Feel the calm certainty that it is done. And then watch as your world rearranges itself to match the inner power you have chosen to dwell in. Feelings are the creative force. The one you live in most consistently will shape the life you experience. Life is not happening to you, is happening through you. The outer world is not some separate force acting upon you. It is a mirror, faithfully reflecting the consciousness you inhabit. Every event, relationship, and outcome is a projection of the inner world you have nurtured, consciously or unconsciously. We have been conditioned to believe that life responds only to effort and action. But the deeper truth is this: life responds to your assumptions, your inner stories, your dominant beliefs, and most of all, to the emotional states you persist in. Your consciousness is the light. The world is the screen. Whatever you assume to be true about yourself, about what you deserve, about what is possible, is what gets cast outward onto the screen of your life. If you believe you are unworthy, you will see evidence of rejection. If you assume money is scarce, your life will echo that. If you feel unloved, the people around you will unconsciously match that frequency. But the moment you shift your inner story, the screen must change. Is not magic, is spiritual law. You are not the victim of circumstance. You are its source, not through force, but through assumption. Not through control, but through inner alignment. The outer world is obedient. It responds to your dominant vibration, not to what you want, but to what you are being. You do not fix a reflection by changing the mirror. You change what is being reflected. Trying to fix your outer life without shifting your inner state is like trying to adjust your shadow without moving your body. It only leads to frustration. True change begins within. You do not need to chase anything. You only need to shift your state of being. Align yourself with the version of you who already has the life you desire. That alignment is the magnet. It draws the people, the moments, and the breakthroughs. Not because you force them, but because you finally match them. The moment you take responsibility for your inner world, everything begins to shift. You reclaim your power. You stop fearing circumstances. Instead, you start reading them as feedback, as reflections of your own assumptions. Even challenges stop being threats. They become signals, letting you know which beliefs need updating. Do not resist them. Thank them. Let them reveal what you have been entertaining unconsciously. Then choose a new inner truth. The process is simple, not always easy, but simple. Become aware of what you are assuming to be true. Ask yourself, is this the reality I want to keep living? If not, dare to assume something better, something truer, and then dwell in that feeling not occasionally, but consistently. And your world will follow, because it always has, and it always will. This is your freedom. Nothing out there has to change before you do. Your state of being is the seed. The world is just the fruit. Water the seed with faith. Nourish it with feeling. The harvest will come. You are not reacting to life. You are revealing it. Change the inner world, and the outer must follow. There comes a moment in your spiritual journey when you must stop striving, stop waiting, and simply accept that your desire is already fulfilled. This is the final step of faith. True creation is not born from desperation or repetition. It blooms from stillness, from knowing, from the quiet decision to rest in the truth that what you seek is already yours. Acceptance is not passive. It is a courageous act. To accept means turning away from appearances, silencing doubt, and walking in the certainty of what you can't yet see. It is easy to want something, easy to hope, to affirm, but to accept, to truly accept, is to stop identifying with lack, to stop searching for the thing you already possess. You stop chasing, you start receiving. You are no longer trying to create it, you are living from it. This is the shift that changes everything. You stop checking the clock. You stop questioning how. You stop searching for signs. Because in the state of acceptance, you already know. You have moved out of desire and into fulfillment, out of effort and into embodiment. You have stepped into the vibration of having. And what you feel as having will eventually take form. Imagine placing an order at a restaurant. You do not keep asking the waiter if it is coming. You sit back and relax, knowing it is on its way. That is acceptance, is quiet confidence, is the absence of tension, is the presence of faith. The mind may still try to interfere, but I do not see it yet, and that is okay. You do not need to see it with your eyes to know it in your soul. In fact, acceptance is the cause. Seeing is the effect. Every time you return to this knowing, you are anchoring yourself in the frequency of the outcome. You are telling life, I'm ready, I believe, I receive, and life does not respond to your words. It responds to your state. This is the shift into receiving mode. You are no longer chasing the desire, you are living the fulfillment. This is the power of true manifestation, not in effort but in surrender, not in striving but in stillness, not in waiting but in alignment. So stop asking. Stop searching. Stop wondering. Accept. Receive. Allow the miracle to unfold. You are not here by accident. This message reached you for a reason, because the transformation you have asked for has already begun. Every truth you have heard is a seed, and that seed has been planted in fertile soil, your awareness. Your life is not waiting to begin. It is already in motion, responding to the state you choose right now. Imagination is the seed. Feeling is the power. Acceptance is the final key. You are not separate from what you desire. You are one with it. Remain faithful to that inner truth. Walk forward not as one who is waiting, but as one who has received. Let your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions reflect the version of you who already lives in the fulfillment of your dream. You are ready. The shift has already begun. Live from the end. Feel it real. Accept it as done. And watch as your world reshapes itself to match the inner truth you have claimed. Thank you for receiving this message with an open heart. Your life is transforming, and you are finally ready to receive it all with gratitude, faith, and deep inner knowing.